Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Hey everybody, my name's Steph Koza and today I am reviewing Kingsman: The Golden Circle. This is the second time I am making this video because the first time I filmed the entire thing and my microphone wasn't working. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this all over again and hopefully this time it's even better than the last time. Kingsman: The Golden Circle is the sequel to Matthew Vaughn's Kingsman: The Secret Service. It starts off with Eggsy now taking the place of Galahad. The very first sequence captivates you right away. It's this awesome action scene where the movie establishes Eggsy's character and shows you that he's pretty damn good at his job now. Like, he's really badass, like super badass. And in this sequence he's fighting a character from the first movie. Honestly, a character that I don't think this movie really needed. I don't think it was that necessary. I think it was just like, well, he was in the first movie, so we should probably put him in the second movie so people aren't like, what happened to him? But I really just don't feel like he was necessary. But that doesn't mean I hate that scene, because that opening scene to this movie, one of the coolest car chases I've ever seen. So many cool shots in that scene, and this entire movie just has amazing cinematography, very much like the first one. I think this one is even more crazy and over the top than the first one, which is definitely the style that they're going for, and I really like it, but I can also see how some people might think it's a little bit jarring because this film is very like rapid camera movements, flying all over the place to get every angle and make it look like it's this seamlessly long one take, even though most of it is just edited through CGI, but it's not really that obvious that it's edited through CGI. I mean, you know it is. Like, you know you're not watching something that's actually real, but that's the style of this film, and I personally think it's really cool and really unique and such a fun way to watch an action sequence. And not only are the action sequences shot beautifully, just the general cinematography of this film is so good. Establishing landscapes and conversations between people. Every shot is so meticulously thought out and just looks so great. And that's why I love the first movie so much, because it's just so different from anything else I've ever seen, and this one just pumps it up to the 10th level. So Kingsman: The Golden Circle has a new villain named Poppy, played by Julianne Moore. She's a very eccentric villain, very weird. Her performance is great. She's such a fun character to listen to and to watch. And she's basically running this drug cartel called the Golden Circle. And from the very start of the movie, she attacks the Kingsman. You can see this in the trailer. The entire headquarters is gone, just blown up, poof, gone forever. So all who really remain are Eggsy and Merlin, and they are sent on a mission to go find the Statesmen, who are the American version of the Kingsmen, and that's Jeff Bridges, Channing Tatum, and Halle Berry, and some other people whose names I don't know. I love the Statesmen. I was very concerned that I would not like the Statesmen because the Kingsmen are so proper and classy and just so incredibly awesome that I was like, America's gonna fuck this up. America's not gonna do well here, because we not classy. But I loved them. Channing Tatum as Tequila, by the way, they're all named after different kinds of alcohol, which I think is great, because like how the Kingsmen are also a tailor company, the Statesmen make bourbon. So they're in this huge warehouse where they make bourbon and they're just drinking all the time and they're all named after drinks, and I think that's just very American. And they're right in the heart of Kentucky, so they're all very like ding 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 ding. But Channing Tatum as Tequila was so funny. I loved him every second of the movie. However, I was very shocked to see that he is barely in this film. Like, maybe 10 minutes max. Now that 10 minutes is absolutely amazing and I loved every second of it, but judging by the advertising and the trailers, I really thought he was gonna be in this movie more, and he's just not. But the end of the movie does kind of redeem it, so to speak. So I'm a little bit excited about that. My favorite Statesman was actually Whiskey, played by Pedro Pascal. He was like the coolest dude I've ever seen. He had a freaking lightsaber lasso. Like, this is the space western I've always wanted. Honestly, some of the coolest action sequences came from his character just mercilessly slicing people in half and shooting them in the face. This movie is freaking violent. Like, you thought the first movie was violent? There is just people getting blown up and cut in half and shot in the eyeball and thrown into blenders. It's a mess, and it's awesome. This movie is also hilarious, much like the first one. There are some great one-liners, some awesome scenes that are just, they'll just get you. And there is a lot of fan service to the people who loved the first movie. A lot of scenes that kind of play homage to the first movie or sort of play off of them. There's one scene in particular with Harry, and yes, this is not a spoiler. Don't go telling me this is a spoiler because it's in the goddamn trailer. Harry's alive! And the moment that Eggsy and Merlin discover that Harry is alive, it gets me. But there's this one scene with Harry in a bar. You probably know what scene I'm talking about if you've seen the first movie. It's a very iconic scene, and they kind of play off of it in this movie and the entire crowd was just cheering as soon as it started happening. It was amazing. But while this movie is very fun and very energetic and very exciting and very action-packed, there are also some parts that are really emotionally traumatizing. I mean, the feels in this movie will make you want to cry. I mean, there's this one scene that makes the most amazing use of the song Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver. You'll know it when you see it. Oh, it's rough. But it's also just so beautifully done, and it's such a great scene, and it will make you want to cry a lot, but also be like, well done. And that's how I felt at the end of this movie. I really liked this movie a lot. I actually, when I left the theater, kind of felt like I liked it more than the first one. But I haven't seen the first one in a while, so I'm probably gonna go back and watch it again, and then go see Kingsman: The Golden Circle again. And then maybe I'll film a spoiler review after that so I can compare the two and really just like dig deep into it, because I freaking love Kingsman. Oh, it's so good. There's also a very famous singer in this movie. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but he is like probably my favorite character in the entire movie. He has some of the best lines and some of the best moments, and it was totally unexpected. I did not, like, just total curveball. You would never expect that this person would be in this movie, but it is just the best. But that's it for my Kingsman review. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments if you saw it and what you thought about it. Also, the theater that I was in gave us these Kingsman fidget spinners. Not really into fidget spinners, don't really get the hype. I don't get it. But it has a little K on it, and when you spin it, it makes a golden circle. What? So I'm actually gonna be giving this away if you guys want it. It'll be signed by the entire cast of Kingsman. Just kidding. Gotcha. But it will be signed by me, so that's something, right? But if you want this fidget spinner, you can go to my Twitter and retweet the tweet. You'll know it when you see it. It'll say like, retweet this to win. You'll get it. You'll get it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and smash that like button. And until next time, I'm Steph Koza. This is Rated M. Thanks for watching. Bye!